Namaste, my friends. Welcome or welcome back. This short video will be the explanation of the difficulties that you may have in approaching the pose which is called Vrikshasana or the tree pose. We will be focusing on two main difficulties. The first one is not being able to lift your foot as high as you would like. And the second one is the sliding of the foot, or not being able to keep the foot at this position on the inner part of our thigh. So let me show to you the pose and what can happen. Vrikshasana or the tree pose. In order to perform this pose, we bring all of the weight on one leg, we raise another one, and we place the foot of our risen leg. For example, here I'm standing on the left one, I raise the right leg and I place the foot from the inner side of the thigh. And we can bring the hands in Namaste in front of us or all the way up, performing the Vrikshasana, and the same I can do on another side. And as you may see, my foot is not sliding down. And it's not about the pants. I try this pose with different pants, and trust me, it's not about the material. So what it is about. First, let me show to you how to do the pose if you're physically not able to lift your foot as high as you would like. So we get our yoga strap and we place it on the ankle, like that. From here, and your foot can be as low as on the ground. You start helping yourself with a yoga strap by lifting your foot as high as you can possibly do, and you can hold the strap with both hands or with one hand and putting another one in Namaste or in Chin Mudra and holding the position. This is the first trick. The second one, in order to understand if your body is ready, flexible enough and strong enough to be able to lift your foot, place it where it needs to be and stay like this, maintain this position without sliding down, I want you to try to perform 3 exercises. So let's start with the first one. We start with a Dandasana pose, and then we bend our right knee, placing the right foot from the inner side of the left leg. And here I want you to notice how you did it. Did you do it by bringing your foot closer to the pelvis, or by simply with your hands, or by simply lifting it and helping just a bit with your hands? Another thing that I want you to try to understand is where is the maximum position where you can bring your foot to. Is it touching your pubic bone, or is it at the knee? The more you perform this pose, or Janu Shirshasana, or the head to the knee pose, the better you will become at this. But what I want you to feel in this position, particular working on the Vrikshasana, the tree pose, I want you to strengthen the straight leg, and I want you to try to push with the right foot like against the thigh. So there should be a compression kind of. Both of them should be pushing one against of another. The muscles of the thighs and of the glutes are very strong and activated here. Couple breaths, and then repeat on another side, the same thing. Activating the straight leg, pushing away with the band one. Couple breaths. Try to make sure that your toes are facing towards you. And relax the pose. Now we lay down. So I want you again to bend the right knee and bring your right foot as close to the pelvis as possible. Trying to let your hip open on its own. Bringing the right knee to the ground as close as possible, keeping sure that the left hip is not rising. Staying in this pose for a couple breaths and then changing the side, doing the same on another side. Also here, check. Hip, left hip is opening, right one is trying to go as low to the right as possible. It's not raising. Very well. And now we will perform the tree pose standing. You can place yourself near the wall, so in order to be able to keep the balance in case you need it. And then we bring our weight to the left leg and we raise the right one. Another trick I wanted to show to you is try to bring the heel as forward as you can and the toes as back as you can. So kind of like a weird position, which will help you to open your hip a bit more, open your right knee a bit better to the right, staying in this position, and you can keep your left hand on the wall. There is no problem in that. Next trick. I want you to lift your kneecap. Amazing. And now I want you to try to feel that your glutes are becoming very strong and you're trying to grow all the way from your left foot all the way up. Trying to grow and become so light as a feather. You can put the hands in Namaste in front of you all the way up. And you can keep your eyes open, or if you feel very comfortable, even try to close them. And repeat the same on another side. The heel is forward. Kneecap lifted. Glutes activated. Hands in Namaste. And then maybe all the way up. And maybe even closing their eyes, which will make it much harder to keep the balance. And release the pose. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was useful. Please remember to practice. The more you practice, the better you become at that. If you would like, I would be very grateful if you'd leave your comment telling for how long you can keep the pose, or which of the tips and tricks that I gave to you is your favorite, which one helped you the most. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Please don't forget to subscribe and put the like button, and I will see you in the other videos. Namaste.